Nigeria Info.
Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest this Thursday with Jimi Disu. And we're going to look at one or two issues, try and dissect them. Mr. Honora will join me any minute from now because it's a development on what we spoke about. What the issue that we'll be looking at partially is the rivers issue, and he's quite concerned that. I have with me a young lady, Jennifer Aguana, who is from Bayelsa State and is of Ijaw extraction. So I thought it would be good. I've had a discussion with her earlier on. So I said to myself, it might not be a bad idea for us to share her thoughts and look at the sensitivity of some of the things that are being said. Jennifer, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
You have to talk to the mic.
Good morning.
You're one of our interns, right?
Yeah.
You're from Bayelsa, right?
From Bayelsa.
Move near the mic. Pretend as if the mic is your boyfriend.
Yes, I am from Bayelsa.
If he's a man that was standing there now, there will be no need to tell you to move close to the mic. Don't worry, it's been fumigated. Nothing. You can kiss the mic if you like. Did you listen to Mr. Wike's interview yesterday?
Yes, I actually did.
Are you very conversant with the intricacies of the various groups in Port Harcourt?
Yes, they're in River State.
In River State, sorry.
Yes.
You have the Jaws. What else?
Jaws, the Ogonis,
Mm-hmm.
the Queries,
Yes.
Echi.
Yes.
There are a lot, actually.
You have to speak up.
There are a lot of tribes.
Don't be afraid of sheriff.
River State is
River
State is one of those states that people
Yes.
have come to say maybe lacks a universal language because of the diversity of the people in the state. The Ogoni is very different, very different from the people in Degema or the people in Boni. Same with the Queries. The Queries are like universal. Yes, they are one. But Eche, they are also very different. They'll tell you they are not Ikwere. Eche is Eche.
Are all the Ijaws united across the states? Is there one? I hear Izon Nation. Are they all united across the state? Like, look at the Yorubas, for example.
Yeah.
In a way, they are united across Yoruba land.
Yes, I would say so for the Ijaws. The Ijaws they are universal like that. They are in all the states they are found in. They identify as one, despite they may vary in language and all, but it is one Ijaw. One Ijaw, yes.
So what affects one affects all.
Yes.
Now, if the current governor of Rivers is Ijaw, that's the first Ijaw man that will be a governor in Rivers State.
In Rivers, yeah. Since the separation.
Separation of Bayelsa.
State.
In the larger Rivers State, though, when Rivers and Bayelsa were one, is there history of having been an Ijaw governor?
Yes.
Who was that?
We would have to confirm it, but I believe there was because
yes.
they are not a minority. They have been a majority even before, up until the separation. Because if you get to Mbiama, Ahoda, Andoni, they are parts of those places that you find Ijaws there, and those are the places in River State that are closest to Bayelsa State.
Tell me, what kind of temperament do your people have generally?
The Ijaws they are peace-loving people. They are people that they accept visitors. They are warm people, but they are also people that don't run away from a fight.
You reckon?
Yes. So the Ijaws are. They are warm people. I don't think I've met anybody that will say, "Oh, I have an Ijaw friend," or "I met an Ijaw person," and they are not receptive. They are very receptive people. You can cohabit with Ijaw people.
I had a very close relationship with an Ijaw person for years. Okay, let me put it on the table. Female. Yes, and she's late now, but she's one of the condolences. But she's one of the most peaceful people ever. In fact, she had such a soft voice you could hardly hear her talk. But if there was a need for, I want to bring my voice that low. So, but if there was a need to be firm, she was. So,
Yeah.
with her, I got to know a bit about. I met quite a few Ijaw people and attended the events. And do you watch the minister's interview yesterday?
Yes, I did.
What first struck you as an Ijaw person?
Well, if I'm to be honest,
Yes, yeah. You don't have. Would you want to tell lies?
My first impression was this is inciting.
You thought it was inciting?
I felt it was inciting because despite the different ethnic groups in River State, they have learned to live together as one. Nobody comes to say, oh, I'm better than this ethnic group. So you coming to say this particular Ijaw group, they are a minority of minority. I think those were his exact words. And nothing would happen. You can impeach and Ijaw people will not do any. Ijaw people are nothing. And he went across, even because Ijaws are found in different states in Nigeria.
They are
They are in
in Lagos.
Lagos. They are in Ondo
yeah.
State. They are in Bayelsa State. They are in Delta State. They are in Edo States. So you can't now come and say just a group of people are nothing. They are nothing.
Do you think there's a political price to pay for that, whoever he associates with politically?
Definitely. If they are reasonable, if they are wise to know themselves and to know their worth, you say, no, you don't talk down on my people.
How do you think they're going to react to what he said? It's early days yet. I'm sure by tomorrow. Early. What do you think will happen?
Well, like we said, I don't think any.
I don't mean in terms of violence. No,
definitely
but
not violence.
What kind of verbal?
Any reasonable person in association with the minister currently should be able to come out and say, "Oh no, I do not stand for this against my people."
Is Asari Ijaw?
Yes, Asari Dokubo is Ijaw.
Is recognized as what in Ijaw land?
Well,
that's a dicey one.
It is very dicey because it is what it is.
What is it?
But he's one of the voices.
Because he has whether you like it or not, he has a group for all his worth.
Yeah.
And he has been supposedly cautioning all concerned.
Yes, prior to now.
Why would is it that Fubara is so much loved because he's Ijaw, or because he represents a symbol, as it were?
Well, Fubara is of Opobo extract, and there are some people that would argue whether or not that Opobos are Igbos. Yes, that is where I am coming to. But if somebody identifies as Ijaw, you are not to tell them no, you are not Ijaw. You understand? And I believe whether it was Fubara or anyone else
I thought
they
the
would
founder
stand with
of
him.
Opobo was an Igbo man.
King Jaja of Opobo.
Yes, that's a family that I know very, very well.
Yes,
and they never told me they were in Jos.
That is the
they never
history. But if they are in the riverine as well, even if they are Igbos, that's the way I'm coming to now. I believe if it was even not Fubara and any other person in that position today, they just would stand with him.
You heard some of the things that Wiki said when he said something like no ethnic group has a monopoly of violence. What does that? Why are you laughing? What did that mean to you?
Well,
you think it's spoiling for a fight?
The Ijaws are known to not back away from a fight.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But they won't start one, or will they?
No. They would not start a fight, but they don't run away from a fight. If you bring the trouble, they are known as fearless. It is one of the traits.
Have you ever lived at home? Have you ever lived in Rivers?
Yes,
You've grown up there.
Yes.
What do you think the atmosphere would be like now? As we speak? Yes, with yesterday's because it went viral.
It did.
Yes.
So I believe there will be personal feelings. Individually, everybody can feel some type of way, but as to not affect the states, the entire state, nobody would want to point fingers, because no matter how we want to look at it, it is a statement from one man. So I don't think anybody should let that.
Let me ask the gentleman sitting next to me. You know him?
Yes.
That's Oga. Yes, Oga.
Yes,
my boss.
My boss.
Sheriff, you are very, very conversant with Rivers politics. What do you think would be making the rounds in Rivers right now? Do you think people would ignore his speech or his interview? Or do you think it was quite significant? It portrayed something?
So everything that is playing out is simply political. What Wike is trying to do is to play the tribal card, because even in his own enclave, the Ikweres, there are a lot of Ikwere people who believe that, look, this thing has to move to other groups in Rivers. So he's trying to whip up that ethnic card so that, Ijos can now start responding to him. As a matter of fact, Ijos have started responding to him. The Ijaw Youth Congress, they've responded.
What did they say?
They just blasted him, actually, point blank. But that is what Wike wants. He wants to drag this thing to that so that he can at least muster a bit more support from the upland area.
My thinking is that he wants to create confusion so that a military administrator might have to be appointed.
Wike will not even allow for that.
You think so?
The resources of the state is like this in his eyes. He doesn't. No.
But what if he? Don't forget, he's very close to the president. What if it's somebody that is agreeable with?
Even if that's been his plan, with the level of our democracy,
with what?
I don't see that happening.
If there's confusion in the states and Fubara loses control, you would have to appoint somebody to run the state. Obasanjo did it.
I don't see that.
It won't be the first time.
So I don't see that happening in the sense that even if that's his plan, the president himself, who is a very smart person, would not want things to get out of control under his watch. He would find a way to calm things down.
Do you get a sense that I'm not going to argue with anybody on it. I know that ultimately there will be an attempt to impeach Fubara.
Probably they've started.
In fact, by this time next week.
Probably they've started.
How do you think your people will react if Fubara is impeached?
Well, both the Ijaw Youth Council in Rivers State and all other Ijaw groups.
Yes.
I do not believe that they would take.
What would they do?
Because nobody would. No, I don't think anybody would want.
Where is the deputy governor from?
The deputy governor of Rivers State.
Yes. Do you know, Sheriff?
I have to confirm that.
I don't.
That would be nice to know.
I don't.
Definitely, she's not of Ijaw since the.
But she can't.
She would definitely not be from. Would have to confirm that.
Okay, this is Sheriff. Back to you again.
Yes, sir.
Like we said this morning, incidentally, Honora himself shared the view with what's the other guy's name?
Hillary.
We were downstairs just talking about this issue, and they were not too happy about the role that the media has played in all this. But somebody then said, look, he would have paid for the airtime network. So the station will be obliged to send somebody. But it's the same set of people he's been using for the past 2 years. And that tells me something. Which, because of Palakpo, with other medias, dog doesn't eat dog and stuff like that. But it doesn't look good for the media.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't look
and one thing, sorry to butt in, one thing I feel that it's really bedeviling the media is the fact that the media space is massively underfunded. So you find media owners trying to grab whatever it is they can grab. And you know what? Politicians have a lot of resources at their disposable resources that they can throw around.
I think any journalist of repute should avoid in future. Not that he should. Yes, he has the chance to say what he has to say, but certainly you don't want to be complicit in somebody destabilizing the region or the nation, as it were, because this was very, very inciting. Or what did you think?
If I may add, if it were a politician from other party, I'm guessing that some stations that carried that particular discussion yesterday would have been sanctioned. It's happened before.
If it was a Peter Obi,
It's happened before.
Mr. Nora, please come in. If it was a Peter Obi, we'll be talking about something else.
It's happened before, yes, because what he did yesterday was distasteful. It was really low, the lowest of the lows.
Mr. Nora, you're welcome. Okay, we've been waiting for you. We're talking about what we talked about downstairs.
Okay.
About the role of the media in the outburst that you had yesterday. What are your feelings on that?
You see, the issue is that I believe Nigerian media has gone to a point that a commercialization of some of these things. Because I believe that 2 hours must have been paid for.
Well, the airtime, yes.
So let's keep that by the side. But in the area of professionalism, handling the way it ought to be handled professionally, giving a whopping 2 hours, the Honorable Minister, by my training and experience, is totally unacceptable professionally.
Yeah.
But you know that you won't tell stations how they will make money because this will be there and then the cost of. So if you're going to offer millions to spend 2 hours, the issue of holding the airwave on trust will be kept by the side, because any media station, especially broadcasting media station, holds the airwave on trust for the masses. So I think on that aspect, our colleagues erred, all the stations, because they won't go off air when the transmission is going on.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been advised. He would have been advised that we're going to do it limited within the one. There's nothing he said yesterday that seems to be new. That is weak for you.
But we will have to ask ourselves, what is the guiding principle in giving 2 hours to an interview? It's not an event. If it was a party rally, we wanted to go to football match live, fair enough. But you shut down your programs and give 2 hours to a man to come and say some of the things that he said live. You cannot say you didn't know he would say something like that, because he has a tradition. The question is, would you shut down, give 2 hours to Atiku?
That is where the NBC
Would you?
and Bond should come into play. Those regulating the broadcast industry. Because I believe that if you go through the books, I don't think there's any way there's an infraction. That's why I keep saying the professionalism, the ethics. It behoves on those anchoring that interview to imbibe that ethical.
Uncle Sam Amoka told me the first day Vanguard rolled out. He probably forgot he told me, but I remember. He said, Jimmy, it's out of our hands now.
Yep.
This newspaper doesn't belong to us anymore. It's now out. We are just holding it in trust for the people. And I think that responsibility should be. It's like a newspaper giving out its front page. I've been marketing director of a newspaper who would not give out its front page for wraparound, for what they call wraparound.
Yes.
Which some newspapers now do. Some
Soft
security
sell.
company. No, not even national papers. See, you sacrifice your newspaper because somebody wants to congratulate the president and you say it's a function of money. Surely there must be a balance between money and ethics. But people sometimes say that we are old school. But I found it, because yesterday, would they give the same 2 hours to Asari Dokubo
If he
to
wants
reply him?
If Asari can afford what Wike
Would pay for that.
pay for that, I think they will. But the only thing now is
I don't think so.
the security
I don't
implication.
think so.
No.
Exactly. That is
The
what they will
security
consider.
implication
They
is
will
what
consider. They will
What-
consider so many things.
Yes.
Things that they should consider for everybody. They will consider it for Asari
Thank
alone.
you.
So why didn't they consider it for him?
Exactly my
That is
point.
why I said it behoves on our colleague that anchored the program to have given that 2 hours uninterrupted.
Could they have stopped the program midway?
Yes, if you call, like
I have stopped 2 programs midway.
The way we are talking now, if you want to end this program, you just call for a break.
I didn't even call for a break. I shut down the program.
Okay.
So and it was a highly placed. He made a remark which I thought was insightful, and he didn't retract it. And I shut down the program and played music till the end. I don't want to shut down now. I just want to take a short break. So no, I don't.
But you are going to
so
do that.
We'll get a short break now. I will be right back.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
See, start chasing all the bags. Come and secure another bag with the Jolly Just Come Welcome offer. BetKing is giving 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million Naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download BetKing app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 Naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
Sorry, madam. There's an emergency at the shop. They need you now. It's a serious...
Nothing is more serious than a Golden Morn breakfast with my family. Don't you understand? All our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma. At once.
Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with a nutritious Golden Morn. Now with a great new look. Trust Golden Morn to help flow your family to win every day. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
The holy month of Ramadan is upon us. As we embark on this journey, let's not forget to show love through sharing. This Ramadan, stay ahead with daily power from Suhoor to Iftar. Join us every Monday to Friday as we explore the spiritual and physical benefits of the month, plus exciting recipes. Catch us on our YouTube page, Hollandia Dairy Nigeria, and on Dadin Kowa, Faranwata, Sunna TV, Arewa TV, and African Magic Hausa TV stations. Ramadan Mubarak from Hollandia.
The world is changing and opportunities are everywhere. The question is, are you ready to seize them? For far too long, we have been conditioned to think within the constraints of geographical borders created by man. An example is Nigeria. But let me tell you something profound. You are part of the world, not just one nation. You don't just live in Nigeria, you live in the world. It's time to break free, look beyond borders, and seek opportunities that span the globe. You need a world view. The world is open for business, and the opportunities are endless. It's time to think global. It's time to trade global. Visit hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play Store or App Store to get started today.
My children are athletes. From the moment they wake up, they keep playing and learning. So, when I pack the new Milo NS snacks into their lunchbox, I'm giving them a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo NS Snacks, snack of future champions to help your kids refuel and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
With
Money Master, Nigerians can now open accounts, send, collect, save, and deposit money from anywhere and to any bank with any kind of phone. We can also pay bills, buy airtime and data for ourselves and our loved ones, and so much more. Just dial *995# or download the Money Master PSB app today.
Money Master, the easy way to master your money.
Ramadan, a season to feed the soul and mind. It is the season to share a helping hand in prayer and deeds. A season to share happiness, to put a smile on someone's face, and food on others' table. It's the time to share happiness with Golden Penny. Share happiness and nourish families with a range of Golden Penny food products. Ramadan Mubarak from Golden Penny. Golden Penny, home of good foods. Serving happiness, nourishing families.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Jimi Disu, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and I have Mr. I like putting Mr. in front of his name, Mr. Honora. I think I have to put Esquire at the end. It's wrong, but Honorable Honora is here. Jennifer Aguana is here. She's from Ijo, and she's one of our interns here. And Sheriff, of course, who is also versed in Rivers politics, is also here. Mr. Honora, where is all this thing going now? Given what the minister has said yesterday, is there a certainty that his group will not work with the governor? It's looking quite apparent.
If you remember the first time we discussed this, I said something.
Yeah.
And that thing is, as long as Wike is still the minister in this cabinet, that this fight will not end.
What does this minister,
the
minister have to do with it?
Yeah, he has that federal might. And whose interest is he representing? What role did he play in making sure that this comes to play? So I'm not seeing Fubara going free out of this, because there have been precedent in the sense that P2B actually suffered the same fate. He was removed. And Etiaba became the deputy, the first female governor too.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing, I might be wrong, but I doubt it. I'm seeing a similar thing happening in Rivers State, that a second female governor will come. I don't pray for it. But the issue is that the issue is that it is not going to end without a fight.
Sheriff and Jennifer, I want you to listen to my own theory. My theory from what what's his name? What's the gentleman's name?
Wike
said yesterday is, I don't think they would want to impeach Fubara only for his deputy to run the state. I think he wants to pick a fight so that there could be confusion and he could use his federal might to influence positioning some kind of administrator there. Because if you get rid of Fubara, you still have the deputy to deal with.
It might not work in Rivers State.
Getting rid of Fubara might not work.
No. Putting an administrator in Rivers State will likely not work.
Well, if there's with the gaslighting they did yesterday, if there's a conflagration and with the likes of Asari body threatening, what do you think is going to happen?
You see, that's what Fubara has. His advisors have actually given to him, and he has been working towards that direction. But you can see that it's not working. See, this man is somebody that if you give him what, come on, this is how Wike operates. Meet him on the turf, give it to him. If he wins him, he will back out. But if you don't, if we expect this to go without a fight, but the issue is that there won't be an administrator in Rivers State.
What kind of fight?
The fight in the sense that we will not allow, if it's Wike that is the governor of Rivers State now, those lawmakers will not be in Rivers State. They will not be in Rivers State. They will be out of Rivers State. Similar things happen in Enugu, where some lawmakers went to hotel to be meeting. It is not that we don't have something that you can fall back on to say this is how it started, but nobody's advocating for violence actually. But the issue is that when you now keep telling us that you are fighting for the common man, the Rivers people, if you are out, somebody will come and then implement some of those things that are not going to benefit the Rivers people.
With what we have now, Sheriff, what do you think is going to happen next? The governor tried to present. He went to the House of Assembly. He tried to present the budget. He said the door was locked against him. He must have known before he left his house that they were not there. So he did that for ops, So what do you think is going to happen next?
I think the government played to the gallery first and foremost.
Yeah, I said so. Yeah.
They are all playing politics. If you write to somebody that you want to come, you must wait for the response before you go back. So that's on him. The governor is also trying to whip up sentiment. It's the same playbook they are all using to see that whether he can, because frankly speaking, I think majority of Rivers people are for the governor. Majority of them.
You think so?
Yes.
Let us ask their cousin.
Oh yeah, that
the cousin
from Bayelsa. Do you think so? Is the governor?
I believe so.
You believe
more
so?
than ever, even.
It's just because Ijo had majority, or you think?
Not because Ijo had the majority, but because in the long run, what he is trying to do is to benefit the Rivers people. Representing that budget is for the benefit of the people of Rivers State.
What is the level of acceptability and popularity of Wike? Shouldn't we question it to see if indeed he could repeat the feat that made him governor? If he were to run now, do you think he would win?
Do I take on that?
Yes.
Wike has never been popular.
Oh, I see.
His candidature, when he was picked for PDP, he was not actually the person that's supposed to be. Patient Jonathan actually said, I won because of the loyalty. He is this kind of person that reads the atmosphere and pledges allegiance to a particular person that he is sure or by his calculation is going to win. So if he goes back to, even in his room, his clan, his place,
yes,
if he's going to contest on free, fair election, I doubt if he's going to. The way he talks, do you think that he is somebody that you will want to relate with? And you have a
Are you asking me if I want to relate with him?
It's
a
rhetoric question.
I want to know if you're asking me so I can reply you.
Okay, yes.
The little you know of me, you can answer the question yourself.
I know you will not.
Well, you said so, not me.
But you get me. You tell us you say it.
I'm just trying to play some tricks there. The lines to call are 0201 2770993 and the other line for the females 0201 465 7190. I think his claim to fame is the economic. He probably knows how to spread joy around. I suspect that is what it is. And I suspect that's what's made him the darling of some media. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
My name is Ken. I'm calling from Agbado.
Yes.
Yes.
Where is Agbado?
From Bayes. Oh, Agbado is in Ogun State.
Oh, okay, go on.
Yes. So Wike made a mistake by saying that he just a minority in Rivers State. They just occupy 10 to 11 states out of the 21 state. Local government out of the 21, 10. So how can you say that they just a minority in that state? So he's just playing a trick that people that doesn't know what is going on will support him. Bayelsa and Rivers were together. So we are trying to avoid problem because anything that happens in Rivers will extend to Bayelsa because we still move together, we do things together. So the elders in Rivers and Bayelsa and the entire Ijaw people should come together and the queries to settle this problem because when it happens, we don't know how it's going to end. It's living in Abuja. It doesn't know where it will extend to. Thank you.
Do you agree with him?
Yes. It is more or less like I was saying that the Ijaws are they occupy a large amount of the local governments in Rivers State, and by extension, Rivers even State. To Bayelsa, they were joined with Bayelsa even before the separation, but they still move along, just like the caller said.
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Sheriff.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy. Sheriff, I greet you. So obviously, we play the strongman politics, and it's even on the federal level. Unfortunately, our democracy is now brought down to where the guy that is powerful. It's no more that institution, and where democracy is in charge. Now, the only thing I'm waiting for and I'm concerned about is when the two strongmen, the guy at the federal and Wike, will fall out, because definitely the both of them have this trying to be in charge, and definitely it's going to happen. So, of course, it's the people that will always suffer. But that's just what I'm waiting for. When Mr. President and Wike will fall out and their interests won't align. Good morning, Mr. Jimmy.
Do you think the gentleman Wike is relying on the president's backing? Of course, when you're a federal minister and the president holds you in some high esteem, there must be some complicit support from him. How, for example, do you think the president would have reacted to his 2-hour interview if he ever saw it and then read it in the papers this morning?
He wouldn't have reacted differently because from the onset, the president said, a lot of people said I shouldn't make you a minister. And I went out of my way. Yes, and I went out of my way to make you a minister. So, which means he has a confidence in Wike. There is something that informed him to make him a minister.
And he's also said that it's the only party he has had that is happy with him.
So you see, watching the 2 hours interview and your friend is saying something that you want to hear, you'll be happy.
Does he benefit from all this? What does he benefit? If I may ask, what will appear to be
I'm not reading his mind, but I think in a way it's good because this is somebody that you know very well. It's somebody you've worked with. When he was governor, he delivered Rivers State. So him being there and telling you that with me there, be rest assured that this, and this, and it's for the interest of our collective interest, then you are bound to believe, like we always say, the devil you know.
What do you think?
Better than the angel you don't know.
Oh, yeah, of course. I was asking what you thought.
About
what he said.
About what?
What is wrong way? Okay, let's pick the call. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
It's calling the female line.
It's called okay. You know what Sheriff did? It reminds me of it's cool guy when we were in school. One guy had slept off during what they call BK. And so they just called, I don't want to call it that, it's a big boy, and I called it, they said, what did I just say? This just guy said that he had not come to this thing. Okay, we will excuse him. Pick the call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Uncle Dogo 1 and 2, Esquire.
Yes. Very good.
Joel Gabriel calling from Lekki.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, please, I want to ask this very important question.
Yes.
You know, I'm just a child, a rolling tire down the street. What do I know? Uncle Jimmy, I want to please ask, what did Fubara did? What is his offense that they want to impeach him? Is it because he don't want dictatorship? He don't want godfatherism? Please, Uncle Jimmy, I want to know why they want to impeach him. Because this impunity must stop in this country.
Okay.
Please enjoy the rest of your day, sir. God bless you.
Okay, yeah, what are you saying now? What offense did Fubara commit against Wike? Please tell Sheriff we'll ask him when he finish.
But I should touch. Okay. Fubara's offense is just that he did not
play ball
with an agreement. Maybe he had an agreement with the Wike, which we all know before he even became the governor. Remember that EFCC actually made a step,
an
attempt. And what happened? Remember that Wike went out of his way to make him the governor. So invariably, you owe allegiance to me. So maybe along the line, the man wants to assert his authority to say, I want to be a man. So that's the only offense I think he committed. It is not about the interest of Rivers people. We had an agreement. You've reneged in the agreement. I'm going to punish
you. Sheriff, is that so?
Yes, and more. I heard that, the agreement was so bad that it was the former governor that selected his commissioners for him.
Yeah.
Almost entirely, the entirety of the House of Assembly, the former governor bought their ticket or their forms.
Yeah, forms.
For them to be, and even did everything for them, put everybody there. And it got so bad that we can't confirm this one, that if you're going to visit Governor Sim, you have to have permission from the former governor.
Can't run a country.
To visit the government house. It was that bad. So the gentleman was looking like a lame duck somewhere, just figurehead,
Yeah, you can't. No, that is not going to. Now, a stray bullet appears to have hit Odili in all this.
Oh yes.
Odili.
Oh yes.
It's a stray bullet.
Yes.
Odili enjoyed his
perpetual injunction.
But he backs Sim. Where is Odili from? He's not Ijo, is he?
No, he's from Ndoni. From Ndoni, yes. Okay. From Ndoni, but Ndoni is equally the Igbo speaking Ndoni. Igbo speaking part of the riverine. Because it's close to.
But I think it's supported, and a lot of elders. Wike even insulted Dete Spiff. Come on, Dete Spiff was a governor when I was a little rat in Form 1. Dete Spiff. In fact, he's the first governor of Rivers State.
Yes.
He was the one who caned Amakiri. And Gani had to go to court. I think I was either in Form 1 or Form... When was Rivers State created? Form 2, the 68, the Civil War. And I heard him insult him yesterday.
He insulted the Pandef. Pandef that...
He insulted Pandef.
Pandef that is made up of,
That's the morning.
So the
issue, the Pandef that is now supporting Akpabio.
The issue,
exactly.
I don't know the Pandef that because
yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
What we need to do now is we should start talking about institutional reform. Some of these things that we'll keep talking. That's why I say this guy need to fight to establish. If you're going to change tomorrow, it's left for you. But for now, this is the rule of the game. Play it by the books now. Then along the line, you will say, okay, I got to change this. He insulted everything that needs to be. So like you alluded to Odele's, I am not seeing it as only Odele's issue. That perpetual injunction, if it's been lifted, he was a governor.
Yeah.
And I am even seeing at the bigger picture. It might be a little ploy to get him roped in, because that will create a room for people to start petitioning EFCC to come after him. And some other people because if you are talking about Odele 16 years or thereabout.
Ahead of him.
So if you should look at Odele's book, then you look at the current. And
after Odele was Amechi.
Then Omeya Amechi.
Oh, yes.
And then him. And come to think of it, this man has a pattern. That's why I keep saying, don't just feel that he's not going to back out. Omeya that he brought in, he always uses you when he wants you and discard you like a hot potato. Omeya, he brought him, even placed his picture at the escort chambers. And then when he fell out with Omeya, he removed Omeya's picture and then started giving him a fight. So,
wow, this is. There was a persistent call there.
Yeah, the caller will probably come back. Yeah.
Okay,
we have some calls.
We have some calls. Okay, can I take one?
Yes, we can.
Quickly. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
This is Malik speaking, sir.
Malik, good morning.
Uncle Jimmy, good morning. When I say we practice chicken politics, people don't believe me. No matter how you design the food and put in the plate, the chicken must always scatter it. We keep building up monsters just because of money. The president and the SCT minister, the kind of politics they play, what are the difference? What are the difference? There's no difference between the president and the kind of politics they play. It is violent, violent, violent. I will take it with force. You give somebody 2 hours on a TV show just to humiliate other people, and you expect there should be no war. What happened in Rwanda? Was that the same information that caused fight in Rwanda between 2 tribes? What is Wike doing? Good morning.
Well, it is my hope that the president, because he's the father of all, after his rope-a-dope in Lagos, I hope he will do the rope-a-dope and put a final stamp and bring all this to an end in Rivers State. To be fair to him, to be fair to Mr. President, he's been able to have some relative peace in that region, okay, by involving who we call, in quote, stakeholders. We just leave it at that. There's no need to expand for Honora to start asking me who are the stakeholders. I should list them. No, we won't go that far. But we have relative peace and steady inflow and outflow of oil and stuff like that. So he has endangered a lot of he has created a lot of peace in that region, and he might have to pull the reins on this gentleman. Surely, what happened in the media yesterday is not the way to go. Mr. Nora, any appeal to our colleagues in this matter one more time?
No, the issue is that strike a balance. Professionalism, we should go back to, there's nothing wrong in learning and relearning. Some of these things are not something that...
So you wouldn't want to see another 2 hours of this tomorrow?
Yes.
Sheriff Uncle, do we have a message?
Whether I want to see it?
No. What is there any message for our colleagues?
I said it from the beginning. I don't think it's going to end. I mean, it will happen. That's it's part of Wike's strategy, and I think Wike is the only politician I know that would organize a national press conference and will be shown
in a
on
matter
TV.
In which his name is not directly involved.
He would do it, and you will be thinking, is he the president? Wait, is he the president? Am I saying it? Because he does. His posture is almost like the entire country should hear me.
But surely, let's even have some manners as an example of public speaking to the younger ones. You don't come and insult everybody and rubbish everybody.
It's not going to end.
I don't know this politics that you people are practicing. I'm going home. There must be a limit to everything. You don't come on radio, you insult people. Look at my age. I'm older than Wiki by I think almost like 10 years. Then look at Spiff. And you run him down just like that.
But let another person try this. You will see those in the distance going around your house, or helicopter will fly around your house.
Very few people want to go this route, of course, because
of
upbringing and so on. Jennifer, thank you very much. I'm seeing you for the first time today, and look at the circumstances under which we've met. It was nice talking to you. I should bring you back for Dear Mommy. I like the way you think.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Thank you for having you. Yes, on air. You have to say on air. These days, we have to be correct in the things that we say. Mr. Nora, I've used you for 2 days now. Don't worry, I'm not calling you tomorrow.
Okay. Let me rest. Before you put me on the firing line.
This guy can't run away from
No.
We are joined. What do we call conjoined mysteries? Okay, that's where we end our show for today. It's been quite exciting, quite revealing. Let everybody please just stay calm, okay? Don't let anybody walk us up. The last thing we need is any form of violent outburst anywhere in the country. It's the last thing we need. It's the last thing the president needs. You all heard this morning what's happening in the Lagos State House of Assembly. All's well that ends well for now. Let's see how the peace plan goes. But in Lagos now, as far as politics is concerned, I think all of us know who the boss is.
Yep.
And what the boss says he wants, he gets.
The boss gets.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's